Today we're going to talk about New Jersey's brand new law that goes into effect on March 1st of this year, and it's the Ban the Box law. So inside today's video, I'm going to explain the basics of the law for employers, for employees, and for applicants. Hi, my name is Peter Lamont. I'm a business and personal law attorney and principal of the law offices of Peter J. Lamont. Today we're going to talk about New Jersey's Ban the Box law. Now before I get going, this is going to be a very brief introduction to the law and to explain what you need to do if you're an employer to comply. But if you're interested in learning more, learning about the penalties and having some more in-depth questions answered, you can head on over to our blog. There's a very lengthy post that explains in a question and answer format much more about New Jersey's Ban the Box law. I'm going to put a link below and it'll take you right over to the blog. So if you're interested in more, or you've got questions that I didn't answer in this video, check out the blog post. All right, so the premise behind all Ban the Box laws is to allow people who have a criminal past or criminal history, criminal background, a fair chance at trying to land a job. So everybody, I'm sure, has seen those job applications where there's that box and it says, check here if you've ever been convicted of a crime or a felony or however they've written that box. Well, in the past, once you check that box, you know darn well that an employer is going to look at it and say, all right, well, you've got a criminal background, or you're a convict or a felon or whatever. We're not going to hire you. And then you didn't even get a chance at the interview. And so the purpose behind this legislation is essentially to allow those people who might have had, maybe it was something they did when they were a lot younger, it was a mistake, and they've reformed themselves. And if that box was there and they had to check it, they'd never get the job interview. But now they're hoping that they're going to be able to give people with criminal backgrounds a fair shake. So the box where it asks if you've ever been convicted of a crime is now gone. You cannot use it. And this applies to companies that employ 15 or more people. All right, so if you're a company and you've got 15 or more employees, and it doesn't matter where they are. If you have an office in New York with 5 people, an office in New Jersey with 5 people, Florida 10, you still must comply with New Jersey's law on banning the box. Now, there are some exemptions, some exceptions to this, where you can still ask, but it's primarily for law enforcement personnel, people who are applying for jobs in the judiciary. But if you go to the blog post and read through it, it answers those questions. It gives you the exceptions to the rule. But for all intents and purposes, anybody that has 15 or more employees, okay, and you're a New Jersey company, you must comply with the Ban the Box law, meaning you need to remove that question from your job application. You need to take down any sign or post where it might reference background checks, criminal background checks, mandatory, or those with criminal history don't apply. Anything like that must come out. Now, does that mean that you cannot check somebody's criminal background? Well, the answer to that is no. This is a matter of timing as opposed to not being able to do something. So you have to give an applicant an opportunity to come in and interview. Once you've conducted an interview, then you can go ahead and conduct a background check or ask that question about your criminal history.